In my third Model United Nations simulation, I represented the delegation of Somalia. That alone already came with responsibility. But what truly changed everything in this conference was the presence of an active press committee. This was the moment I realized that Model United Nations is not just about diplomacy, it's about narrative. And narrative is power. So, why this simulation was different? By my third moon, I was no longer completely lost. I understood procedures, documents, and the rhythm of the debate. But this simulation introduced a new layer of complexity: journalism. We had multiple press teams producing newspapers inspired by real international outlets like BBC News, New York Times, and El País. Suddenly, debates didn't end when the session was adjourned. They continued in headlines. What the MUN press actually does. In Model United Nations, the press committee is not decorative. Journalists attend sessions, interview delegates, analyze positions, and publish articles that shape perception. They don't write opinion pieces. They write formal, structured news just like real international media. This means every speech, alliance, hesitation, or contradiction can become public. Representing Somalia, why it mattered. Representing Somalia added an extra layer of responsibility. Somalia is often discussed through narratives of vulnerability, climate exposure, economic fragility, environmental injustice. That meant the way Somalia appeared in the press mattered. A single headline could reinforce stereotypes or challenge them. So every statement had to be carefully framed. With journalists present, the dynamic inside the committee changed. Delegates spoke more carefully, alliances became more strategic, silence sometimes became smarter than speaking. For the first time, I understood that diplomacy is not only about what you say, but about how it will be perceived. The newspapers covered real and sensitive issues: environmental disasters, oil spills near the Maldives, climate justice, biodiversity loss, and even debates about zoological institutions. None of these topics existed in isolation. Each article connected environmental issues to political responsibility, and delegations had to react, not just to each other, but to public framing. So what I learned from this experience, I learned that this simulation taught me that Model United Nations is a system. Delegates, procedures, documents, and the press all interact. You don't control outcomes alone. You navigate perception, legitimacy, and credibility. That realization made a turning point in how I approached MUN. So why this matters for MUN participants? This matters for MUN participants because if you participate in Model United Nations, understanding the press is essential. Whether you're a delegate or a journalist, you are shaping narrative, and narrative influences negotiation. That's a lesson that goes far beyond simulations. This was my third Model United Nations simulation, the one where confidence started to emerge. In the next video, I will talk about how confidence changes your performance as a delegate. If you're interested in diplomacy, journalism, or international relations, this channel explores Model United Nations through real experience. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow this journey.